3 years ago today, I recorded my very first podcast episode, and I had no idea where that was going to take me. If I had to sum up everything I've learned in the last 3 years, there are three things that I feel are more important than any fancy cameras, fancy microphones, or having big name guests and a million streams. Hey guys, before we get started, I have one quick favor to ask of you. Can you please hit the subscribe button so that more people can find the show? Thank you. And I'm going to make it quick because the room is absolutely sweltering in here. It is like the hottest day in Switzerland. So, first up is commitment. When I first started out, I mean, recording those first few episodes in the car, it was called my car office. It was the only quiet space I had. And those sharing those moments was very uncomfortable for me. Not only sharing them with others, but being vulnerable with myself to share that. And it's not like I just record and post. There's a long process of in podcasting of preparing the episode, editing and releasing. So it's a long, sometimes frustrating process. But the important thing is to keep showing up because I was documenting my own journey through burnout, through personal growth. And I don't think I was going to get 50,000 listens every episode. So for those first 10 episodes, I don't think anyone really listened. If I was focusing on the numbers, then I probably would have quit. And that's why statistically, a lot of people quit after 1, 3, or 10 episodes. I think only the top 1% of podcasters make it past episode 20. So by showing up weekly, having that commitment to myself not only helps to build the podcast over time, but it shows that I can build discipline. I can show that commitment to myself. The second thing is curiosity. The best podcast episodes that I've recorded are not the ones where I said, will 50,000 people listen to this episode? Is this going to go viral? They were the episodes where I said, okay, this guest, I'm dying to know what they do. I am dying to find out what they do. Things that piqued my curiosity because I wasn't chasing what was trending or what was viral at the moment. I was piqued by what my guests had to share. And those stories, I was able to pull so much more out of those stories from my guests. And they were the most engaging episodes. And my guests feel that too. They're the episodes that were able to flow. And that's what excited me about podcasting. And to be consistent over time, you need to enjoy the process. You can be disciplined, but you can also enjoy the process by not only chasing big names because it might get you more views. So you have to embrace that childlike curiosity, that element of fun and enjoyment in the podcast. And the third thing I've learned, probably the most valuable thing I've learned from podcasting, is connection. Every download is one person tuning in to connect with what you have to say. Every guest and every potential guest who you interview has the potential to become a friend for life. There are people that I'm still in touch with from year one. The first few guests, I'm on a touch in regular basis, say like, hey, how are you getting on? Not only for repeat episodes, but I'm genuinely curious. And I really care about where they are in their lives right now because of the stories that they've shared on the podcast. Those connections would never have happened if I had not invested in the people in the podcast. So if you're thinking about starting a podcast or any long-term project or starting a YouTube channel, here are the three things I want you to do. First of all, you commit to yourself every week to show up, even when no one is watching. That's the commitment you keep to yourself, to show up regularly. You don't have to release every episode. You can document your own journey. But I feel when you have that public accountability of releasing weekly, you grow quicker. You grow much faster. Next, have curiosity. Embrace that childlike curiosity. Question everything. Challenge yourself on everything. And whatever your guests share in the podcast, have an open mind. Challenge them on it, but have an open mind to see where the conversation could go. And stop chasing the numbers. Yes, metrics help you to grow, but don't let it all be about the numbers. Invest in people, and you will see your channel grow naturally. People will never say, like, oh, I loved how much your editing is, or wow, the crisp camera quality. Wow, I think most of my listenership listens audio. They listen audio. So I'm not going to invest in a 10 4K cameras and surround if they're going to be listening on audio. The messages I get from my listeners, they share how they felt seen, inspired, and understood by the stories that we share, and give yourself some leeway. So by investing in the people and what they're looking for, you connect with your audience more. And that is so much more important than having a $10,000 setup. So I really hope that 3 years of wisdom in probably 10 minutes, I really hope this is of value to you. And I look forward to what you have to share in your time to come. Take care.